What if I told you that the entire fitness industry owes its existence to one man from the 1800s? A man so iconic, so ahead of his time, that his physique inspired the creation of the Mr. Olympia trophy? Meet Eugen Sandow, the OG bodybuilder who turned muscles into a global phenomenon. But this isn't just a story about muscles. This is about how one man transformed fitness into an art form, a business empire, and a global movement. From feats of strength that stun crowds to influencing royalty and even Hollywood, this is the unbelievable story of Eugen Sandow, the father of bodybuilding. And trust me, his legacy still shapes your workouts today. Eugen Sandow was born Friedrich Wilhelm Müller in 1867 in Prussia, a region that's now part of Germany. Like many kids in his time, young Eugen was fascinated by strength. But unlike most, he was also captivated by art. Growing up, he marveled at ancient Greek and Roman sculptures, imagining a world where the human body could be as strong as it was beautiful. However, life wasn't easy for Eugen. In his early years, he ran away from home to escape the rigid path his father had planned for him. Determined to pursue his dreams, he made his way to Europe's fitness scene, learning from strongmen and refining his craft. This is where Sandow's revolutionary idea took shape. Strength was not enough. He wanted to sculpt a body worthy of admiration. Sandow's goal was clear. He wanted to bring to life the statues of Greek gods. He studied anatomy obsessively, perfecting every muscle to achieve ideal proportions. And unlike the strongmen of his time, who focused on raw power, Sandow focused on aesthetics. He became a walking work of art. By his early 20s, Sandow was performing feats of strength across Europe. Crowds would gather in awe, and women were so smitten they'd literally pay to touch his biceps. Think about it. He was pulling off influencer moves more than a century before Instagram existed. But what really set Sandow apart were his feats of strength. Imagine watching someone bend iron bars like they were made of rubber or snap chains with nothing but the power of his chest. He once lifted a 300-pound barbell over his head, then casually extended his arm with it like he was holding a feather. These weren't just party tricks. They were demonstrations of pure athleticism and control. To put this into perspective, think of today's strongman competitions, where competitors pull trucks or lift Atlas stones. Sandow was doing all of that without the modern training methods or supplements we have today. He was pure grit, determination, and talent. Word of Sandow's incredible strength and chiseled physique spread fast. He began touring internationally, performing in front of packed houses in Europe and the US. His performances weren't just about strength, they were theatrical events, complete with dramatic lighting and stage effects. Think of it as the 1800s version of a blockbuster Marvel movie. Sandow wasn't just an athlete. He was a businessman and a visionary. In 1897, he opened the first commercial gym in London, calling it the Institute of Physical Culture. These gyms weren't like today's. You wouldn't find treadmills or dumbbells. Instead, Sandow invented and patented his own workout equipment, like resistance bands and spring-loaded dumbbells. But Sandow didn't stop there. He created mail-order fitness programs that anyone could follow, no matter where they lived. This was the 19th century version of a YouTube fitness tutorial or an online subscription service. People all over the world were getting fitter because of his programs. Sandow also launched Sandow's Magazine of Physical Culture, the world's first fitness magazine. In its pages, he shared tips on nutrition, exercise routines, and even mental health. He was one of the first to promote a holistic approach to fitness, something we see echoed in today's wellness industry. And if you think he was just famous among fitness buffs, think again. Sandow's influence reached the highest levels of society. King George V of England appointed him as his personal fitness coach. Imagine a bodybuilder today becoming the official trainer for world leaders. That's the level of respect Sandow commanded. Despite his larger-than-life persona, Sandow's story had a tragic end. After years of intense physical exertion, his body gave out. He passed away suddenly in 1925 at just 58 years old. The official cause of death? A brain hemorrhage, possibly linked to overexertion. But his legacy was far from over. Decades later, The Mr. Olympia competition was created to honor the best bodybuilders in the world, and the trophy handed to winners? It's modeled after none other than Eugen Sandow. Every time you walk into a gym, follow a fitness plan, or admire the aesthetics of a physique, you're experiencing Sandow's influence. He wasn't just the father of bodybuilding. He was the architect of modern fitness culture. So, what do you think? Was Eugen Sandow the ultimate fitness pioneer, or was he simply ahead of his time? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let us know what you find most inspiring about his story. And if you want more incredible stories about the legends who shaped the fitness world, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the bell icon so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and remember, every rep you do is a tribute to the legacy of Eugen Sandow.